Hey everyone, as promised at the end of episode number 1, episode number 2 is going to shock you. It's something that both Matt and I see coming, and wow, it's just amazing. You want to kick us off, or you want me to do it? It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, feel free, Mike. I mean, I feel like I'm a little too fired up to do it.
You're still coming off the CDC high.
I'm like 11. I'm like an 11 on a 10. Like I'm just on fire today.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So here's what's going on, folks. Wall Street has decided and now proven that the single family housing market or single family rentals is a profitable business model.
Yeah.
If you go back and look at what happened pre-Great Recession, they generally thought it was too small, too kind of all over the place. They couldn't do the infrastructure. They were comfortable in commercial, comfortable in multifamily, comfortable in warehousing, comfortable in storage units. But single family was kind of a bridge too far. I remember Warren Buffett came out and said he'd buy every single family house he could if he could implement the systems and whatnot. Some smart son of a guns in Wall Street, probably Blackstone was first off. And I think it was American Homes or whatever, Invitation Homes, said, let's go give it a shot. And first off, they changed my market overnight. I mean, when they started buying the entire tape, sight unseen for asking price, I'm like, are you guys freaking stupid? They give me a 10% discount every time.
Yeah.
But anyways, they changed the market because they're deep pockets. And now you fast forward, they're 2% of single family homes, rentals. And what really scares me is I believe they're setting up, and I think you've done some reading here recently about gobs of money just on the sidelines, but it wouldn't shock me if in the next 2 to 4 years, they're 6% of single family housing market. And that is going to start a trend that only grows, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think the trend only grows, and it's only going to get more difficult because, one of the things that I love the comments that people put in these threads. They're fantastic, and it gives us an opportunity to interact with folks. And I think that one of the things that I saw probably, I think about a week ago was, somebody comparing interest rates. And I said, guys, interest rates are out the door when you talk about a Blackstone or any of these funds. It's cash. It's cash.
It's zero.
It's cash.
They write a check.
It's zero. Yeah, they have zero. And, Mike's made an awesome point a number of times, guys, over the last couple of years. And 10 years ago, right, is that the last couple of years, everyone's like, well, maybe some of those Wall Street single family homes are going to actually pop on the market. No, they're never coming back. They're owned outright. They're owned outright. Look at the return that gets them on them. Look at the return. It's the same return that we tell people, listen, you need to go get that, except it's even better because they're doing it with cash.
Yeah.
I mean, I was reading through an article, and there are funds, the funds on Wall Street right now. There's a number of real estate funds, and a number of them have already been closed because they're fully subscribed.
Yeah.
That number is 250 billion.
Let me see if my calculator even goes that big. 200.
I don't know that it does.
I don't think
it might.
No, mine doesn't. It only goes to 250 million. So we'll just have to add 3 zeros. What's the average home in America like? 285?
Yes, I'd say that. I'd say that's a fair number. Yeah. Yep.
They can buy 877,000 homes cash.
Right? Right? Like that number's insane. That number's insane. And even if they're looking, here was the other really interesting thing about the article. So they said there was this company, they evaluated $24 billion worth of commercial assets, multifamily stuff, big multifamily, $24 billion worth of assets they reviewed that were allegedly distressed. Mm-hmm. Of that 24 billion, 1.4 billion of that is all that actually came to market.
Wow.
So less than 10%. Here's the insane thing. This is a distressed property. This is something where all the research was done. Of that $1.4 billion worth of real estate that came, do you know what the actual price percentage of that retail price was actually gotten?
Oh, I'm going to go like 91%.
Yeah, it ranged. The lowest was 85. The highest was 95.
Oh my God.
Mike, but the pending crash is coming. Be very, very careful. They're buying garbage at 85%.
Well, that's
and
exactly.
They're having to buy $1 billion of it.
That's why they're coming to single family. That's why you're going to see build to rent. That's why Lennar is going to do $4 billion in build to rent. These people are going to build in. This is what Lennar is going to do. My opinion. I know nobody there, just 20 years experience. They are going to build 10,000 single family homes, put rentals in there. They're going to put that in a big boat and they're going to hand it to Blackstone, who will buy it at a premium. And they're going to do that over and over. Dude, folks, the reason we're talking about this is it's distressing to us because we want the little guys, the mom and pops, to win. That's right. This is a sign. If you ever want to know what the rich are doing, don't listen to them. See what they're doing with their freaking money. They are coming into the single family housing market. If you learn your market, you can beat them. They will overpay. They generally are at the higher end. They generally are going to buy new stuff because they don't want to do budgeting for repairs and capital. They don't want to be, realize where they're going to play and dance around them. Right? That's right. Just go make your money. Do the work.
Yeah. I mean, Mike, what does this do? Right. So, let's play that game. Blackstone buys, $75 million worth of single family homes in a given area. All that stuff is brand new. The people that want this use mentality, which I think we're going to cover in episode 3, but people have this use it mentality and don't actually own anything. And so then they're going to have all this super expensive real estate that's probably going to be 20% over market premium, for their high end stuff. Right. But guys, this is the opportunity for us. We're buying existing, Mike's buying wonderful homes from the 60s. I'm buying wonderful homes from the 1880s, right? I love those. Try getting a splinter from a 130-year-old piece of chestnut. It hurts, but the crazy thing is, right, is that's the opportunity for us to get into those existing single families or existing duplexes, which I just love. Getting into those things right now, today, having your game plan, understanding what you're doing. And you know what? You are going to have your pick of the litter because you don't have to make money at $2,800 a unit. You make plenty of money at $1,900 a unit. And that's one of the things that has absolutely helped me, create wealth, is that I look at what that lead guy's doing, and he's doing a 2-bedroom that's absolutely beautiful with great finishes for $2,700. And my 2 bedrooms, I am giggling at $1,800 because I know if anything collapses, he can't touch my 18. Yeah. The best that he's going to do on what the bonds are for that product are maybe 22, maybe. And people are going to get value. And that's what I love about being a landlord, is giving people value, nice things for a reasonable price. And they don't want to live in the top of the market, but they're still great people, great credit, and they still just want a nice place to live.
Yeah. Again, folks, let the rich show you what they're doing and let them be the lead, right? And they're just going to create this draft that pulls us all higher, right? I welcome them to Fresno, California, because they're going to take my median up. They're going to take my rents up. And my little portfolio of hundreds of units will just be pulled right alongside it. And by the way, I'm not done. That's what I want people to hear. I'm still adding to my portfolio every year because I'm a big believer, especially in single family homes. I think this whole talk about multifamily, I think there's pain to be had in years to come, but I'm not going to wait for it. I got capital to use now. I'm going to go put that in single family.
I love the question when somebody's trying to time the market, right?
Yeah.
I'm a pretty smart guy, Mike. You're a pretty smart guy. We're pretty smart. We've done pretty well for ourselves.
Yeah, we did okay.
One thing that we've never done is time the market. Ever, ever, ever. You buy when the deal makes sense. That's it. If it makes sense with these numbers, boom, you buy it. If it doesn't, then you don't.
I had that question on Saturday. I think you were there for it. Somebody said, are you telling me if I find a great deal, I shouldn't do it?
Yeah.
I'm like, where did that?
Yeah.
What? When did I say that?
Yep. Go back to course 1.
Yeah.
Go back to the free one. Start there and work your way back up.
No.
Yeah. Always do a good deal. Always. Because the numbers still make sense. They just do. Yeah. They just do.
Yeah. Again, folks, I can already see the headlines in Wall Street Journal 2022, Fortune magazine's Wall Street owns 10% of single family homes. Yeah. Folks, we can either whine about it or we can be a part of it. I suggest doing your homework, learning your market, getting your first 1, your first 4, your first 10. And then let them make you rich. That's what I'm telling people to do.
I'll give them the cover art for it. It's going to be 3 guys in suits, probably Jamie Dimon and those guys, and it's probably going to be them in their suits, and then they're going to replace their heads with a house.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're going to say how brilliant they were, right?
Yeah,
Mike?
exactly.
Like brilliant Wall Streeters just really thought ahead about the demise of the homeowner in America.
Oh, it's terrible.
Dear God.
Yeah. All right, folks, do the work, do great deals, always do great deals. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike.
Mm-hmm.